Okay, hello. My name is Tyson Gottwald. My topic is going over the impact of architectural styles on a sense of place and how that sort of relates back to urban and community planning and designers as a whole. So I'm going to go through what exactly is a sense of place, what exactly is architectural styles, and different examples from different periods of time. Then I'm going to go through the interaction that these two concepts have together and how it relates to urban settings as a whole. And then going through uniformity and diversity of architectural styles in urban settings and how that could sort of benefit or draw back um, from the significance of an area. So first off, what is a sense of place? How do we define this? Within the built environment, a sense of place refers to the unique identity, character, and emotional connection that people associate with the location or building. Some influences for this in an urban setting could be the buildings that are there, the aesthetic representation, the form, the organization. Could be the streets, what material is used, what are the condition of the streets, how big are they, so on. Could be the public spaces, excuse me, could be the programmatic use of each of those spaces, how people are going to interact with them, so on. Natural features, landscaping, vegetation, biodiversity, parks, um, and context. Talking about the wider context and how that sort of influences the design and planning of an urban area and how that benefits it. So why is sense of place important? Number one thing is connection between um, the themes throughout an urban setting, the people, the social interaction, so on. It fosters community. Sense of place fosters community, encourages social interaction, cohesion, and pride. It supports sustainability. It respects local contexts and heritage that are important to the people. People want to sort of uphold their values that have been brought up through the past and held on to. It enhances livability. Connection means engagement. Engagement literally with the buildings and spaces within an urban setting. Additionally, means care. It means taking care of the environment and uh, the buildings and so on that are in an urban setting, maintaining them and carrying them through into the future. Additionally, sense of place attracts visitors. If certain places have a really strong sense of place that people want to visit, it draws in tourists, which in product will uplift local economic growth. So, what are architectural styles? Architectural styles refers to distinct categories or approaches to building design, characterized by their shared features. This could be through things like methods, materials, aesthetics, could be form, details, and organization of a building. And additionally, it could be cultural and historical context. Um, some examples from history, although some of these should be pretty recognizable. Things like classical, Gothic, Renaissance, Baroque, neoclassical, brutalism, modernism, postmodernism. All of these were extremely influential architectural styles um, that have their own cultural and historical context and significance as well, sort of lay the foundation for inspiration for future designs. So, why are architectural styles important? The big thing is having a sense of identity and history. So, architectural styles provide a framework for understanding this identity, history, and cultural significance of specifically the societies that create them. So, we kind of get to be able to read through these styles, what these societies were like, what these people upheld, their sort of values and morals and what was significant to them. They also influence how they're perceived and interacted with. Um, so, some sort of benefits of architectural styles within urban settings could be the sort of aesthetic appearance of each of them, their sort of continuity and relation to one another, what kind of theme is being built and upheld in these different urban environments. And additionally, it's a big contribution to placemaking and the creation of this sort of urban character that people can understand and sort of grasp onto. So, how do these two concepts relate to each other? They both have a significant impact in placemaking in urban settings by shaping the identity, the functionality, and the emotional resonance of spaces. On that last point, the emotional resonance is an extremely important point because within these urban settings, there is going to be some sort of emotional response to what is built, what's not built, how it's built, and so on. And that's sort of the thing, the goal that we as designers are sort of reaching to is to sort of have this resonance between people, at least the majority of people, to have this liking to the design and how they're going to perceive it and how they're going to use it and so on. Um, they create environments that are distinctive, meaningful, and conducive to social interaction. So, what kind of influence do architectural styles have on placemaking and designing this sort of urban setting? They establish identity and character, create a sense of belonging, they support functionality and usability, foster social interaction, enhance emotional and sensory experience, and contribute to wayfinding and legibility. So going into uniformity in architectural styles in an urban setting, they create cohesive identities, visual harmony, wayfinding legibility, sense of belonging, historical and cultural identity, and a sort of con of uniformity is that they may exclude a sense of diversity, which I'll be going into, but it can become extremely monotonous. It could be only presenting one cultural significance, historical significance, and so on. And then diversity in architectural styles in relation to community planning and the sense of place. It introduces richness, adaptability, and inclusivity to the built environment. This can sort of break up the monotony of the same form, the same aesthetic appearance, and cultural representation. However, it can also promote chaos. There can be this sort of arbitrary creation of different architectural styles and themes within an urban setting that sort of loses its significance and its cohesion, and it becomes this sort of jumbled mess of different representation of buildings and landscapes that become one hard to read, hard to, I suppose, enjoy, and it's hard to understand the larger sort of theme and cultural significance of an area. So the goal of all this is to find a medium between uniformity and diversity. It's crucial to allow urban environments to balance harmony with vibrancy, fostering spaces that are cohesive yet dynamic, functioning yet inspiring. This equilibrium ensures the cities are both aesthetically appealing and adaptable to the diverse needs of their inhabitants. Thank you.